We're Jed and Sandy, and we are traveling around the world. We're currently in Europe, where we just visited Italy to take in some of the historic sites and eat some amazing food. Then we headed to Spain, where we walked over 500 miles across the country on the Camino de Santiago. And now we're headed to the south of Spain, where we're going to explore the beautiful city of Malaga.
Good morning and welcome to Malaga, Spain.
So we are very fortunate that we are actually going to be in Malaga for one whole month, and we can't wait to share this beautiful city with you. So today's video is going to be all about the historic center of Malaga, which is very historic.
They named it well. They did.
In
the middle of the historic center, you're going to find one of the most prominent landmarks in Malaga, which is the cathedral, and that's where we're going to start our day.
Construction on the cathedral began in 1528. It took around 250 years to complete due to scarce resources, money issues, war, and even disagreements about the design. Because of the lengthy construction process, you'll see Renaissance, Baroque, and Gothic influences. The cathedral is also home to intricate wood carvings, statues, and other works of art. And when we found out they offered a rooftop tour, we couldn't resist. So up the steps we went. Up here, you can see beautiful views of the city. Hey, is that our Airbnb? You also get amazing views of the harbor. And a close-up look of why this cathedral is known as the One-Armed Lady. This nickname comes from the fact that the South Tower was never finished. This is what it was supposed to look like.
So the cathedral here is absolutely beautiful, and we really enjoy going up to the rooftops to see all the amazing views from up there. But now, what do you do after church? Wine. That's the answer, wine. So we are about to go check out a very popular wine bar here in Malaga called Antigua Casa de Guardia. It is not only it is the oldest in Malaga, but it's also one of the oldest wine bars in all of Spain and dates back to 1840.
1840.
Really cool place. We actually visited here last time we came to Malaga, so I'm really excited to share it with you today.
On any given day, the atmosphere here is lively, filled with locals and tourists alike. Behind the bar, you can see the old barrels full of wine. And the walls here are full of history from the city.
I may not be, we may be drunk after this, I don't know. So this is such a cool wine bar. So we walked up to the bar, and we really have no idea what we're doing because the last time we came with the tour guide, asked the guy for suggestions, and he asked us if we wanted something dry, sweet, semi-sweet. Jed opted for something dry, and I opted for something sweet.
Keep in mind, this place actually specializes in local wines and sherry. Do they carry wines and sherries outside of this area? I think so, but
I don't know. I think it's all local.
It might be all local, which is pretty cool.
So since Jed asked for something dry, he ended up with 100% Seco and Nego. And because I asked for the semi-sweet, mine was about 75% Prosecco and then about 25% something called Pedro Jimen.
They mix stuff here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like, they
You
will
can
mix
be
it to your liking.
Put a little of that, a little of that, a little of that in there, and they will do it, and it's really good. But also the cool thing is you don't get a check or anything like that. When they give you your drinks, they actually write in chalk on the bar how much you owe. So our 2 drinks were $3 or €3.
And after you pay, you wipe away your debts. That's kind of satisfying.
It is kind of nice. It's like a really cool place. Definitely, even if you only want to come in for one quick drink, which is what we did, and we actually have a buzz, do it because it's a really cool place.
You have a mouse in your pocket?
Probably do.
So now that we've had a pre-lunch drink, we are going to head over to the Mercado de Atarazanas, which is the local market, which we are absolutely in love with. And we hear they have amazing food, so we're going to go try it.
Like I said, there's a lot to love about this market. From the building itself, featuring a huge stained glass mural, to fruits and vegetables, olives, nuts, and dried fruits, freshly butchered meats, local cheeses, and of course, what we're here for, the seafood. So we took a seat at Marisqueria El Yerno. Now, I love oysters, and these things looked fat, juicy, and delicious. These are so good. But we also noticed that they had some seafood that we hadn't tried before. And Malaga is known for its pink clams and sea snails.
Pretty good. Like them? No?
It tastes good. It's always a texture thing for me. It tastes good, but it's not as slimy as like a oyster would be.
Okay, so now it's time for the musino, which is, it looks like a giant sea snail or like conch. I believe in you.
This is what comes out.
Come on, try it. You can do it.
That's actually really dense and meaty.
But is it good?
I haven't tried this portion, but this portion right here kind of reminds me like the texture of octopus pulpo. So see, that's very tender. It's not like super and sort of chewy like this is. It's like, there's so much melt in your mouth. Yes, it is good.
See, aren't you glad you tried it now?
Yes. I'm glad. I tried this new thing.
I know we said Malaga is steeped in history, and now we're headed to two of the most historic places in Malaga.
So first we are visiting the Alcazaba, which is a fortress. It stands out here in the city as you walk by it. And then we are actually going to climb up the hill to the Castillo de Gibralfaro, hopefully I said that right, and check out the castle. So we just practically walked through the door, and I already love this place because you have so much more access here than I have at other monuments. You can actually come up here on the walls and kind of walk around, go out to all these little platforms where you can get different views of the city as well, and the cathedral in the distance. It's really cool.
So this place has a rather complicated history. It was actually built in the 11th century on top of old Roman fortifications. Technically, that makes it older than the 11th century. The amalgamation of the Roman, the Moorish, and the Spanish architecture makes this place absolutely amazing.
So there are actually three kind of distinct areas of the Alcazaba. The first is the walls and the towers along the outside, which are referred to as the citadel. And then the portion where all of the gardens and the pathways are is known as, or would have been, the military zone. And then the innermost area of the Alcazaba is known as the palace.
And another leftover from the olden times is the water machine.
All right, so we are done exploring the Alcazaba. It's actually a really cool place, and we're spending a little bit of time. But now we are going to head up the hill. I think it's about 300, is it meters or feet? I don't know. It'll be a surprise, I guess.
I don't know. It looks pretty
Depending how
steep.
hard it is. We're going to head up and check out the castle. So we have made it up to Castillo de Gibralfaro. It's quite a steep hike up, and it's pretty warm today. I'm kind of sweating all over if that's not TMI. How about you, Jed?
My sweat is sweating right now.
Pretty accurate.
So some cool facts about this castle. Number one, it was built during the 14th century, during a period of Muslim rule here in Spain. But that's kind of only half the story. We found out a couple more interesting things.
So before they built this castle structure, there was actually a Roman era structure. And before that, and this is the really interesting part, there was a Phoenician lighthouse here.
I know what you're thinking. Phoenicians, that was way back in the day, and you're right. So a little more digging, come to find out Malaga is one of the oldest cities in the entire world with more than 2,800 years of history. The views up here, you can definitely see why you would want a fortress or a lighthouse up here because it would function well as both. Here's another fun fact. They used to have an advanced communication system here in the form of signal fires. So the castle kind of acted as the main relay hub. It would start the message. Nearby hilltops would see it and repeat it using their signal fires, and thus notifying all the town of, I guess, you know, they're getting attacked or something about the Kardashians, and who knows.
So I just found something, and I think this might actually be the originating place of tic-tac-toe.
I mean, wait, did you say tic-tac-toe?
Toe.
Oh, toe.
The game. Tic-tac, X's and O's.
Do you have any supporting evidence?
No,
Okay,
none.
okay. You heard it here first.
All right, guys, so we have really enjoyed learning about Malaga and its history here in the Historic Center. It's a really incredible city.
Between the cathedral, the wine bar, the historical sites, we're really digging this town.
But I think we're going to wrap this video up here. But don't you fret, there are going to be more Malaga videos coming your way.
So make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you like this video, and leave us a comment down below. Have you been to Malaga, or have you been wanting to visit Malaga? Let us know.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this time. And until next time,
Stay wonderful.
Call it a day.